Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on El Cajon Boulevard in the City of La Mesa, but we are about to enter the city of San Diego, and you can tell that that's happening because this bike lane that we're in goes away. And on a previous video, folks were saying that in the paint I was in, it wasn't really a bike lane. It's paint. It's better than nothing. And yes, I did just go through that yellow light. I did so because I have to share the lane here. I have sharrows, so I need to take up this whole lane. And if the drivers behind me have to stop, I have more space to ride freely without people coming up on me, breathing down my neck. But nobody else is here anyway. El Cajon Boulevard is a pretty wide road, and it's just not that traveled in this area. So if somebody does come up behind me, like that driver in the white car there, if they need to get over, they'll pass in the left, or they'll keep their distance and turn when they feel like turning, which it looks like that driver's doing. I've wondered before, often, why there is no bike lane on El Cajon Boulevard. And supposedly it's because businesses along here felt like it would take away parking from their customers. Never mind that many of the businesses here have their own dedicated parking lots. So, it doesn't quite make sense to me, but I would really love an actual bike lane here. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about that. We just crossed 70th and there's still no bike lane, and now I'm trying to make a decision. I don't know if I want to stay on El Cajon Boulevard and avoid having to drop down the big hill that is Montezuma and then climb back up Fairmount, which I usually do, or stay on El Cajon Boulevard, avoid all that drop. The problem is that El Cajon Boulevard doesn't have any bike lanes. It might be a little faster and it might be an easier ride for me, but I'm not trying to get into conflicts with drivers over and over again. The only reason I'm on this part of the road right now is because I had to run an errand over on Fletcher Parkway, and there's no alternative to use to get around. So here I am riding from 73rd, where we started, to I'm approaching a split in the road between El Cajon Boulevard and Montezuma. Montezuma is usually where you see me riding. It's where the library picks up, and we'll get there in a moment. But I have to make this choice, and anybody on a bike consistently has to make choices about where they're going to ride based on their own safety. Yes, I will have more hills to climb going the way I'm going to go, but I'll also have painted bike infrastructure the whole way. And paint is not protection, but it is better than nothing. So instead of going straight right here, I am making this right-hand turn. I don't know why a bike lane doesn't start up here. There's plenty of room, and we know this because a bike lane starts up in just a little bit. Oh, I want to talk about this big lot for a second. This really should be a park or developed or something, but there's this giant lot here right next to the Rolando Library, but this bike lane picks up. The road width did not change, so there is space to put that bike lane in. And now we're back on Montezuma, where they've recently repaved this road. I had a whole series on that you could find if you click through old videos on this channel. This particular building, it's clear right now, but often there are delivery drivers parked here. But it's not perfect. It is better than absolutely nothing. Luckily, that section of El Cajon Boulevard that doesn't have bike infrastructure is lightly traveled, so I don't have to worry too much about people getting up and on my nerves. So from here, we are just going to enjoy what paint there is, drive less, and ride a bike. Thanks.